And in complete contrast to the UK, French President Emmanuel Macron's party is on course for a landslide win in the national parliament after the first round of elections. As polls closed, projections showed his La République En Marche was set to win more than 400 seats in the 577-seat National Assembly. Anne Barker has our report.
A month after his shock election as president, Emmanuel Macron's fledgling party is doing it all over again in the French parliament. His centrist party, La République En Marche, that barely existed a year ago, is poised to trounce the traditional Republican and Socialist parties that have monopolised French politics for decades. Catherine Barbaroux, the party's interim president, says voters have clearly expressed their will. I want to thank all French men and women who voted today in the first round of the parliamentary elections, she says, and in particular the many of them who voted for our party. Their choice has a clear meaning. They want the action begun by Emmanuel Macron since he was elected President of the Republic to be carried through. A runoff election next week will decide the final makeup of Parliament, but already En Marche is preparing to take over the reins of power. The new Prime Minister is Édouard Philippe.
Mes chers concitoyens, la France est de retour.
My dear fellow citizens, France is back, he says. For a month, the President of the Republic has embodied confidence, will and boldness in France as well as on the international stage. The government, for its part, illustrates through its composition a completely new grouping, and it's determined to serve France and to respond to the French people's expectations. The landslide result was helped by an historic low turnout of voters. More than half of voters stayed away altogether, and it could help Mr Macron's party win 3/4 of the seats, with the right-wing Republican Party making up the bulk of a weakened opposition. It's a devastating blow too for Marine Le Pen's far-right party, the National Front, which was once tipped to win scores of seats and now looks set to win just a handful. She's appealed to voters to turn out en masse next Sunday. Patriotic voters should go and vote massively in seats where we are present in the second round on Sunday, she says. A massive turnout can bring us victory in several constituencies, and these victories are essential. The National Assembly needs representatives totally opposed to the catastrophic policy that Emmanuel Macron is about to impose. Voters say a strong majority would give Mr Macron's party a clear mandate to reform France's controversial labour laws, but others fear a weak opposition means there'll be little room for debate in Parliament, and many of the Assembly's new members will have no political experience at all.
Anne Barker reporting.